No. The people that did Castlevania Masters of the Universe, they also did Blood of Zeus.
You know what?
I thought you said Blood Jesus.
Yes, Blood Jesus.
Jesus. I love him very much. But he no help with curveball.
I was waiting for this to happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It was inevitable. It was inevitable. Oh man. We're only at the news, Jed. We're only at the trailers.
That's like the Spanish version of Rob Liefeld. You know, he would do the Blood Jesus.
Blood Jesus, yeah, right, yeah.
Welcome. You have now tuned in to the Blackout and Shout podcast with your host, Mike Kincaid.
Can I tell you that Baby Yoda just annoys the shit out of me?
That's because you haven't watched The Mandalorian.
Oh, look at Baby Yoda, so huge.
Levy Curry.
Some people do all sorts of crazy stuff, like dinosaur romance novels. Those are really a thing. Taken by the T-Rex. A billionaire dinosaur forced me. Ravaged by the raptors.
I wonder if there's audiobooks of them.
And Jed Vargo.
He was always like well known for wearing the Nazi outfit on.
Captain Kangaroo?
Captain Kangaroo.
Didn't he have the...
No. And he did not dress up as a Nazi either.
So sit back. Mike, are you... Listen to me. Relax. Say, transform and roll out.
And enjoy the show.
Mike, do you want to host?
Please.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 124th episode of the Blackout and Shout podcast. I am here with my boys, Jed. Jed, how are you, man?
Good. Went to the amusement park today with the kids and the family, so had a day off, so that was fun.
Nice. Jed's broadcasting from the cave that Bin Laden used to hide out in.
I'm calling it from the Arctic North. They moved me up there for work.
And also with me tonight is Levi Curry. What's going on, Levy?
How you doing?
Yeah, you know. What you been up to?
Nothing interesting. I lead a very boring life, man. I've been working. I've been playing a lot of Magic lately. I said that last time, didn't I?
You mentioned
Yes.
it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still playing more Magic on MTG Arena. So I think that's the game I've been playing the most lately.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I've only spent like $15 on it to buy some gems, and I've been just like winning enough games to kind of keep me going in events and shit. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Wait, they have events where like little tournaments and shit, or what?
Yeah. And you gotta pay gems to enter something. Like right now, there's sealed deck event for the new set that just came out, and it runs for a couple of weeks, and I guess it's ending tomorrow. But you can only enter that with gems. So it's a good way to build your collection though, because you get to keep all the cards that you open for the event. And so I was playing a bunch of those. But like I said, I was winning enough games that I was actually able to extend that money that I spent into many, many more sealed deck entries. So that was good. Now I got enough cards. I built a couple decks that I can play constructed and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't cost me nothing. So and then I might, play some draft events in the next couple of weeks or whatever. So, but yeah, I used to really be into the game a lot, and then kind of got out of it. Sold my collection. I had like a collection of like over 20,000 cards.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was buying boxes of sets like all the time and shit. So, but yeah, I got out of it, and then just started recently playing Commander games with Brent and Brian. I bought a couple of Commander pre-constructed decks, and we've been just playing with those and stuff. So it's been fun. And then that just got me to get to install MTG Arena. So
Levy, I don't know if I ever told you this, but this is a little like piece of sectorial trivia.
Mhm.
My Festiva that I had back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you? My Magic car collection paid for that car.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Did I tell you that? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta you gotta remember your roots. Like when we're running over garbage
Yeah.
in that car, we gotta remember that Magic the Gathering brought us all that joy.
You beat that car to hell.
I did, and it just kept going, man.
Yeah. I told you. Did I tell you I saw that? Did I tell you I saw that car years later?
Yeah, because you can still see like the imprint of the concept.
Yeah, I was coming out of Wegmans.
Yeah.
On up on Route 512 there in Bethlehem.
Yeah.
I was coming out of there and I saw this little red hatchback come driving into the parking lot. I'm like, Festiva, and it's red. That's cool. But then it came up and actually came up the parking lane like right in front of me and was driving up, and I saw like they had taken the sticker off, but you could still see it because it was like unfaded red on a field of faded red.
It was like a shattered glass cliff jumper because it had like the red Decepticons.
It's like you could they took it up, but you could still clearly see it as plain as day. There's this giant Decepticon symbol that took up like 90% of the hood space. Like two teenage girls driving it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
The teenage girl driving it, and her friend was in the passenger seat. It was funny.
Wait, how long ago was this?
This was years ago.
Because she wouldn't have been a teenager. She was almost a teenager. Like back when I gave that car to one of my cousin's friends, but she wasn't a teenager. She was probably early 20s.
I think it was the time when I was living with Joe and Jeff in Bethlehem there.
Yeah.
So that was quite a while ago. That was before I met April. So
right. Yeah, that fucking car with that fucking big Decepticon. You ever look at your past and wonder how you ever got laid? Because I do
all the time. Yeah, I'm questioning it. I question every time I get laid. So.
Shit.
It's like, how did I get here?
Yeah, right.
But you remember when we fit 6 people into that thing?
Oh, the combat tournament. Yeah, that was good. Yep. We were over the weight limit.
Oh yeah, 2 in the front seat, like 4. Oh no, I think it was 7 people because we had 2 in the front seat, 4 people in the back seats.
No, it was 6. You say 7 because Raiden was in the glove compartment.
No, oh well.
But Vince was in the trunk.
Yeah. Regardless, Vince was in the trunk in this tiny little narrow section between the back seat and the hatchback door.
Yep.
And Vince was sitting in there the whole time. And I remember when you would try and turn the wheel to change lanes on the turnpike, the whole car, like the force of inertia made the car want to stay in the lane it was in.
Oh yeah.
So, like you would try to go in the left lane, the whole car just leaned to the right.
It was very like cartoon like, you know, like you turn the wheel and like the wheels would start heading over to the lane, but the car would follow like afterwards a split second. Yeah. Yeah, it was that was some shit.
I can't believe we made it there without Vince getting killed. I was waiting for that hatchback door to pop open and him to just go tumbling out the back.
The Festiva, I was a little surprised, you know, that the Festiva could even, because I'm pretty sure we were either close to the weight limit or over it because we did check, you know, but that car was a tank, man.
Yeah.
That car was a tank. Jed, are you still there?
Yeah, man, I'm still here.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you didn't fall asleep during any of the magic talk.
No, I'm just listening. What?
Oh boy, you hear that, Jed?
Mm-hmm. I hear it.
Yeah, that's item from the bakery kicking in.
Oh man. So, how you doing, Mike? Anything special going on?
It's been a bummer 2 weeks, man. We lost Rogue a couple of weeks ago. So
that sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was tough, man. that was tough. And it's like, I mean, I don't know. I'm having a rough time with it. You know, I'm like, I don't do well with loss as a person to begin with. So it's like, and yeah, she was my first real pet. I've had like, you know, fish and birds and shit like that in the past, but like this was the first like pet that I've had that like was capable of showing affection and hanging out with you and all that shit, you know? So, and I had her since I'm 29 years old. So it's, it was tough, man.
Yeah.
And like, I think Levy, when you guys lost Lexi, I think I remember telling you like, you know, I know there's no good way for it to happen, but if I remember correctly, like Lexi went downhill like pretty quick, a week or two, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I said, man, just, you know, be glad it wasn't like cancer or some shit that was going to have her hanging on. And like, that's kind of what happened to Rogue a little bit. It wasn't long. It was 2 months, but that was a long fucking 2 months, dude, you know? Yeah. And it was like, and I'm sure you still went through it too, even though it was a shorter time, but there was like this guilt all the time. Like, I would be sitting here watching Loki with Vanessa and we would be laughing about something or whatever. And like, I'd look over and she was kind of camping out on her own. Because cats kind of isolate when they're not doing well. So she was just sitting out on the little mat in front of the sink. And I would, you know, I'd be laughing and I would look over and I would see her and I would be like, dude, I felt guilty about finding any enjoyment in anything. Yeah. You know, is that weird? No,
it's not weird at all.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, it was the whole 2 months. And then, you know, and then I'd go to work and there's only a couple of us at work and we all we don't communicate a whole hell of a lot. So it's all of us kind of working on our own. So it's like, man, you're working on your own and your mind just got time to wander. So like, I just thought about it a lot of time and
you're alone with your thoughts and then.
Dude, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and the kind of and Rogue was she was such a proud little alpha monster. Like with, you know, Vanessa's cats are the smallest of Vanessa's cats are twice as big as Rogue was, and they all have their claws, which Rogue didn't have her front claws anymore. And like that never stopped Rogue from terrorizing everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and like I didn't want her to terrorize everybody, but there was like, you know, there was a little piece of me that was like kind of proud of her for like not taking any shit and telling everybody like, this is my house. And she was this little tiny 8-pound thing, you know, and it was like, and to watch that and to watch her decline was tough, you know, because she was such a little monster. And, you know, and it got to the point where she was like, you know, she was getting wobbly on her legs and she was having a hard time hopping up onto the couch and all that shit. And it was all just fucking heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking, man.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we got her back. That helped out a little bit, not much, but she's here again. So, yeah. So now that I've completely dragged the entire show down, but
rest in peace, Rogue.
Yep. She was a good girl. I'll see her.
She was part of the show, you know. And
yeah, she was, man. You know what? That's I got a couple messages from a few people. Tyler was one of them. You know, or maybe a comment he said, and it's like, man, she was kind of like part of the BNS crew because he always heard her yelling in the background and shit. So, yeah. But yeah, so I'll see her again at some point. But for now, you know. But anyway, yeah, outside of that, it's been kind of uneventful. I'm taking a minute. I haven't been doing a whole. I've been bummed out, you know. So I've been kind of like not doing a whole lot. I'm trying to. Vanessa's away on. She's at a family reunion. Yeah, and I usually go with her, but she, you know, she told me if I wanted to stay home, I could. So I just chose to stay home this weekend and just kind of. I know you can't fucking sit around and just like be bummed out all the time, but you know.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a moment, you know.
Yeah, I'm just taking a minute.
Yeah, good for you.
And you know what, man? Vanessa was awesome, man. Vanessa like always treated Rogue like she was one of her own. Yeah. You know, and I appreciated that, you know. But anyway, yeah. So I haven't done much. You
guys had a movie night last Friday, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had a movie night. Yeah, we had some people over and shit. Nate was down for a little bit.
Oh, good.
we watched Major League.
Yeah.
We watched Major League coincidentally on the day that the Cleveland Indians decided to change their name to the Cleveland Guardians, like that day.
Yeah.
Which was wild.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, it was pretty good. I felt a little uncomfortable at one point, like right as Nate and Becca and the two girls were leaving. It was that part where Roger Dorn and Ricky Vaughn get into the scuffle in the locker room, and it was just one F-bomb after another. Oh, shit. Yeah. So, well, have a good night, guys. Fuck you, Vaughn. Screaming it out to the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there, man. I had family stuff.
Yeah, we'll probably do it again. We'll do it again sometime, man. It was fun, and we got real nice weather for it. So yeah, it was good time.
Fuck you, Vaughn.
Fuck you, Vaughn. No, fuck you, Dorn. Like if Becca was mortified, like she did a good job of not showing it, because as soon as, like, man, when they were going at it, I kept looking, in her direction. I'm like, oh man, she's probably just rolling her eyeballs right now, but she didn't she didn't look mortified, so that's good. I can't wait till one of Nate's kids just says that to him. What do you want for dinner, honey? Fuck you, Vaughn. Oh man. So yeah, so let's quick go around the horn, man. Starting with Jed. You got any shout outs, plugs, or hauls?
Yeah. I got the my first COVID shot last week on Friday.
Yes. Awesome.
So I found that I was out. I was kind of like feeling like shitty for like a few days. So I felt better, but I milked most of it so the wife could take care of me and do more of the shit around the house. Like, I don't feel good. I'm just achy all over, and yeah. I'm like, I'm feeling it. I had that going until Monday. I was like, I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'm feeling better now. So
only Monday.
Only Monday. I forgot. I was like, I could only stretch it the weekend.
Jed, when I broke my foot, I was going to keep wearing the boot to my gigs, so I wouldn't have to carry any equipment. It's like dude's foot's been broken for like a year and a half now.
What? It's taking a long time to heal.
Yeah, it's only broken on Fridays and Saturdays.
I have a weight restriction. Yeah, I've noticed that my reflexes are faster, so that's kind of cool.
Right.
I was shaving, and then I bumped the speed stick off the counter, and what's his name from the movie Ronin? I just like caught it like real quick.
Right.
And I usually can do that, but this was like super fast, and I was like, ooh, like
it's happening. It's happening.
I have the enhanced abilities of a spider lizard or something.
Something like that.
So I got that. I got a bunch of stuff too. I got Play Arts Kai Aerith in the mail today for myself and Kyle. I got Figma Berserk, the Guts version from the Golden Age, like back when he had 2 eyes and 2 hands, and,
right?
Different sword, and he was happy back when he was happy.
Well, having a hand and an eye will do that.
So I picked up on Amazon. It was discount. I got an Iron Man. No, I talked about this last show. That's right. I had that before. I got that Bring Arts Spider-Man. That was like originally like some insane like amount. Like it was like $140 for like a 1/12 scale Spider-Man with the armor, spider armor, and all the the extra legs that he has and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I found that on Amazon for like $60. So I was like, I'll grab that. It came right from Japan, brand new. Mm-hmm. So It's worth $60. It's like, it's worth like a Figma price. It's definitely not worth twice as much. So it's a good
How
figure.
does it scale with Marvel Legends?
I haven't put it next to a Legend yet. I don't know. I didn't do. I just kind of threw it together, took a picture, put it back in its box and stuff. But yeah, I have maybe probably by next show, I have a lot of stuff to say, but I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm gonna not really mention anything about it. But so I'm just gonna leave it at that with some like my haul next time. But if everything pans out, I might have lucked out pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
I look forward to hearing it.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. I pre-ordered Mike, I was going to tell you about. I think I mentioned this in the chat, but I don't know if you saw it. There is a who is it? Is it now? I can't remember who the two guys. I know it's who in Attack on Titan. Who's the leader guy? The one that lost his arm. He had the blonde hair, kind of parted over to the side.
Oh, yeah, the commander.
The commander.
I know who you're talking about.
Him
the dude that's one up from Captain Levi, like his boss.
Hey.
Yeah, Levi and him, I think, went up for pre-order for Figma, and the captain dude, I forget his name. He comes with a horse and shit. So pre-order those guys. You can only pre-order. I think you can only pre-order one on Ami. But yeah, that's been up there. So I think I'm gonna get the crew. The pre-last season crew of like Aaron and Mikasa and what's his name? Arwen? No, Arwen. Aaron. No, Aaron.
Arwen was the dude with like the bowl cut that cried all the time.
Yeah, that dude. I'm gonna get those three guys and the commander and I'm gonna stick it to that. So, but yeah, they've been out for like years and years and years, and now they just started reissuing them. So,
Jed, before you go on, this is just an idea that's coming straight from the bakery. So we should. I have an idea for a Blackout and Shout photo, like a cover photo or like a profile photo, like like the movie, the Blackout and Shout movie poster. When you get your Attack on Titan figures, me and Levy should all get like flesh colored underwear, and and we should be like three Titans, like, and we can.
Flesh colored underwear. You guys should just go nude completely.
Well, yeah, we can do that too. We can do that too. Levy, you in?
I don't know, man. I don't want to show off the goods.
Well, let's like we'll tar and feather him, and he could be the Beast Titan.
You could just like lay on the ground, too. We could just like have you like, attack on Levy's ass Titan type of thing.
Yeah.
But fuck you, John Bailey. And shout out to myself again, Hidden Toys. Got Mike Kincaid in the house now. So I've been rolling through posting 2 images every day. I got that on a schedule until I get through all 80 art pieces that we have now on the site between everybody. And nice. Been talking to Candace, and she's going to be having her stuff up there too. Next.
I was going to suggest that you hit Will up. Did you try hitting Will up?
I hit Will up a couple times, and he was like, yeah, I'm in, man. I'm in. And he usually gets real busy with something else, and I don't hear from him for a month. So I'll keep picking at him. But I asked him already a couple times. So, but yeah, I got a whole bunch more people on deck that I want to kind of get on board and ask and stuff. But I'm just trying to get everything. I already like updated all of like Etsy as well as my site, and then I'm trying to do all these like ad campaigns and stuff through all the different social media like IG, Facebook, Etsy, Google Ads, and all that stuff, so I can get clicks and stuff and get kind of bring more awareness to everything, to the brand and the art, and then I'm reposting every other day on Blackout and Shout. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take like probably a month or two before like I get more steady traffic coming in, but
Yeah, it always everybody
Yeah,
starts. Everybody starts with 2 followers. Everybody starts
right.
there.
It's progressive. It's been doing pretty good. So, but yeah, that's all the really stuff that I have. So, how about you, Mike, Levy? Who's next? Levy?
I actually didn't get anything again.
Wow.
Wow, that's 6 weeks now.
Yeah. I mean, well, I've had stuff that came in, but it's sitting in my stash, so I haven't shipped anything. But I even haven't really gotten that much. I got I had a TV League figure come in. That's the only thing in recent memory that I can think of. I'm waiting for Amazing Yamaguchi Iron Spider. Actually, I got a lot of stuff coming in August from Amiyami. It's gonna be a big bill. I got a couple people I have figures ordered for, so that'll mitigate it somewhat. But unless Mayfex pushes some stuff out again, I'm gonna be paying a lot of money this month.
I think one of our X-Men is up soon, isn't it, Levy?
I
Gambit.
Oh no, yeah,
Gambit?
yeah, that's right. Gambit was moved to August, so he may definitely be coming out this month now. Mayfex has been actually pushing stuff back multiple times now lately. Though usually it used to be just like push it back once and then it came out, but now lately it seems like a lot of their stuff they're pushing it out like 2 or 3 times. Like that Magneto, he's been delayed 4 times by my count.
Wow.
So he should have come out like last year. I think. Like,
wait, that Magneto with like the long hair?
Yeah, the Age of Apocalypse Magneto.
Yeah, I kind of dig that Magneto. I know he's not like our Magneto, but he's a fucking pretty cool Magneto.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he come with? I didn't take notice. Did he come with a head with not long hair?
No.
Oh.
No, this is strictly Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of like eyeing that one up, but I'm doing my best to not, because I know the second I do it, a regular Magneto will get revealed.
But yeah, so yeah, as far as hauls go, that's that. Like I said, I didn't actually get anything in hand. But for shoutouts, yeah, I can't think right now. No, I don't think I have any shoutouts. And no plugs. So, like I said, I lead a boring life. I don't know.
You live a magical life of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, it is magical.
Hey, you ever finished Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes, I finished the main story. I still have the DLC to complete yet, but yeah, I completed the main story.
See, you said you never complete anything, and there you go. You completed the story.
Yeah, like I said, I still got the DLC to finish, so I'm not done yet.
DLC, that's just an add-on.
No, I love that game. I couldn't put it down. So apparently until I got to the DLC. Fucking great game. I started playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So
how's that?
It's good to play that again. It's good. I mean, it's a great game. I mean, I only ever played the first Mass Effect, but when I played it before, it was fantastic. And they made a bunch of quality of life changes in the first game to bring it more in line with the second and third. So I'm liking the changes so far. So I haven't gotten really that far into it though, but it is a fucking great game. So, but I never asked April if she watched that Stray trailer, that cat video game that you sent, that you tagged her in, Jen.
Yeah.
I never asked her if she watched that though, but I remember seeing it like last year at the at some sort of PlayStation 5 presentation. But yeah, I'm really actually looking forward to that one. I was glad to see that it's coming out on PC. So
yeah, it looks cool. Mike, you got a giant haul, right?
Yeah, but before we get to my haul and stuff like that, let's find out if Brother Kyle got any shout outs, plugs, or hauls.
Oh,
hi everybody.
Hi, Brother Kyle.
What's going on, guys?
Not
Were you really
much.
surprised? Did you not know I was coming on, or?
No, I just didn't think you were going to be here this early, but then I realized it's 9:45.
Yeah.
I don't really have any shout outs. Shout outs to all the guys in the chat, THC, Beast Wars group. Just all the nice Facebook friend collectors that are out there.
The 70% non-cunts.
Right. As far as like hauls, I've been not doing so great with not buying stuff in stores right now. It really is plastic crack because like once you just I was doing really good for like a whole year, and then once I just started up, I just jumped in full throttle. So Transformer stuff I got the new MP Starscream. I got the Meteor, the Howling Meteor, the DX, is that what it's called, edition?
The EX.
EX.
How is that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's awesome. I mean, it's quality. It doesn't the mold degradation thing that seemed to happen with was it Sunstorm? Like it was fine with Acid Storm and Starscream. I got the Transart Ravage, the Beast Wars Ravage that they did, and that thing's really, really cool. It's a nicely built figures. The last one was cool looking, but it had a little bit of quality control, or at least mine did anyway. I got the Transform Element Scorponok, and that's really cool too. The little legend one.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple Kingdom figures. I bought that fossilizer wing finger, and I got the Scorpion or Scorponok from that too. And today I found that Worlds Collide Seat Fall Cybertron or War for Cybertron, that 4-pack, that Target exclusive.
Yeah,
that comes with the Nemesis Primal, the Bumblebee, Fangray, and the toy colored Black Arachne. I think that is like the original toy color.
Yeah,
and that I kind of like quietly slid it open.
You don't know, Levy.
I want to pop some of these out, but I don't want to get these little plastic bits all over Mike's floor. I have cats chewing on.
That's not the worst thing that we threw on the floor during or after a podcast, right, Levy?
yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to pop these open. And then as far as my impulse buying, I bought the like all the Masters of the Universe figures that I could find. Yeah, I was wasn't even looking for them, and then they had that kiosk at Walmart, and I remember I was telling. Forget if it was the chat or just Nate, and I was like, I saw Skeletor and He-Man. I'm like, I'm just gonna pick them up and walk around Walmart with them for a little while and
see how they feel. Apparently, they felt good.
Yeah, and then I bought the then I watched the show, and then it's of course the next day I went out and I got Evelyn, and I bought that big god. It was a god Skeletor they're calling it or something. Skelegod, yeah. The only one I didn't find the fourth one in the wave, and I was been looking for Cringer. I actually ordered them on Target, and they placed the order and then emailed me the next day saying they couldn't fulfill it, which kind of sucked. But I bought the that Kingdom T-Rex, the different repaint of Megatron.
Yeah, the red one, right?
Yeah, he's like the maximal version, I think.
Damn, Brother Kyle went on a tear.
And then I bought I just because I thought it was so cool. I saw that Death Metal Batman, the DC figure.
The one with the
comes
cloak
with
and the guitar and shit.
Yeah, it just looks too cool. Like, oh, this is pretty awesome. I want to get some. I got to get some other like scaled instruments to put like a little band together. I could have Batman Beyond.
I never saw this before.
With the Death Metal Batman.
Yeah,
it's dope looking. There's like a whole wave of Death Metal figures.
That's great.
Yeah,
and then you should get the SH Figuarts Freddie Mercury and have him be the front man.
Yeah, that's a cool figure. I don't think it would scale. I probably got a bunch more stuff, but I can't remember. Like I said, I just been buying stuff that I think is cool looking, and that's not good. It's not really good to do. But one of these days, I'll just purge everything like I did with all my old Legends and Transformers. Get my money back mostly.
Brother Kyle, let me ask you one question real quick, and give us the answer in a nutshell if you could. Like, Make Toys Starscream versus MP52. What's your
If there was a way I could take the top of the Make Toys and put it on the bottom legs, like that's the only thing that's better that I think that for the MP.
Yeah.
Than the Meteor is I think the legs look cleaner.
They definitely look cleaner. I don't like the upper legs though. I think he looks like he skipped leg day a little bit because he's kind of got he's got like a chunkier upper half. Like I don't know.
Look, I like them, and I'm glad I bought them.
Yeah,
Starscream. But if I didn't have that affinity for Starscream, it would have been a pretty hard pass. I think it has no waist swivel. That's insane.
It is crazy.
And the jet mode looks really bad. Like from the top, it looks great. But
right.
It basically looks like he's just laying down. I'm not thoroughly disappointed with it though. It looks cool. It's gonna look cool on my Starscream shelf, so I guess I win. I think that new one coming out is the better out of all three of them.
I agree with you. I'm actually, I'm I'm kind of psyched to see, because I'm not going to get the MP52s unless they go down the Rainmaker, path, and they actually put a color out that I don't have or whatever. Then I would think about getting them. But I'm excited to at least check the Starscream out, the Deformation Space one, and if that one's awesome, I'll be pretty psyched on that.
That looks like they just had they just took the best parts from
they did
and just made the best one.
Yep, you're right. And it looks like it's more articulated than all of them.
Yeah. Well, if it has a waist swivel, beats out the make the MP. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
All right, so I guess I'll go real quick. I'll try to make this quick because I got too much shit, man, and it's been a month too. So I got a Gut Cruncher, G1 Gut Cruncher, and I got Action Master Inferno, G1 Action Master Inferno, and Action Master Devastator and Action Master Shockwave. Those are all my G1 purchases over the last month since I was with you guys last time. And then I shipped my stash from Chosen Prime, and the plan, I thought for the size of the box that I was going to be shipping, I thought it was going to be snail mail, and it was going to take 10 business days to get here. So I shipped it in time to get here for my birthday, which is this upcoming week. And the box showed up on my doorstep in like 2 or 3 days. So the stuff got here early, so I'm trying to hold out till my birthday. But let me just pull the picture up here, and I'll just quick give you a rundown of what got here.
I was there live for that unboxing.
Yeah, he was. Nate was bumming. Nate was hilarious, man. I sent him the shipping notification because he said something about it getting there Friday, like when I first told him I shipped it. And I'm like, dude, it ain't going to get here Friday. And then I got the notification for Friday. So I sent him a text message, and he was scheming probably all day trying to figure out how me and him could sneak away from the movie while the movie at my house, while everybody sat there and watched the movie, and me and Nate would be like, taking time to open up the boxes and check everything out. It's just cracking me up. And then it ended up saying that it wasn't going to get here until Monday. So I said, well, we're saved, Nate. We don't have to make that decision. It's going to get here late now. And then it showed up anyway on Friday. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, so Brother Kyle stayed a little bit later than after everybody split, and we at least cracked the box open. And I'm looking for the picture, and I can't find the goddamn thing anywhere. It's coming, I promise.
We opened up those the He-Man and Skeletor figures too.
Yeah, those are cool.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, man. Levy or Jet, I don't know if you get into Masters of the Universe at all, but like for 25, what do you say? They were $25 figures?
Not even, they were $20,
$19.99,
yeah.
They felt pretty good for $20 figures, man. They really did. Yeah, I was pretty impressed with them, at least, for a little bit of time that we got to mess around with them.
Yeah, I was in my collecting years. I never really got into Masters of the Universe. I used to actually collect them when I was a kid, but it's never. There was when I first started collecting, there wasn't really a good modern He-Man figure line, so I didn't really bother collecting any of that. And so by the time that started happening, I already had my hand in too many other pies. So I'm I don't need to go collecting another line of stuff. So that's why I didn't start.
Levy had his hand in 2 bushes.
Yeah. A pie in the hand is worth 2 in the 2 bushes. Is that how it goes?
2 hands. A pie in the hand is worth 2 hands in the bush. I think that's how it goes. Yeah. All right. So here's my haul, and I'm not even going to talk about any. I'm just going to read them off because it's ridiculous. So I got the Kang Toys Dive Bomb. I got Kang Toys Rampage, the reissue. I also got the Meteor EX. I'll do all the robots first. I got that Star Convoy, that Oculamax Star Convoy. I got the Fans Toys Insecticons with the gray chest bombshell. I got X-Transbot Streetwise. I got Fans Hobby Nightbeat. So that was all the robots. And then I got upgrade kits. I got the 2 upgrade kits for the War for Cybertron Scorponok. I got the Ring upgrade kit for the Studio Cell Unicron. I got the classic Roblox, like the old school, like the quote unquote G1, I guess, Roblox. What do they call them? Heavy artillery or some shit from the classified series. So my first Roblox is up on eBay right now for $12. I got some more Red Ninjas. I got some of the Cobra, 3 of the Cobra infantry or whatever the troopers are called. Basic troopers. I got Gung Ho. I got Zartan, Cobra Commander, and who the hell is that? Oh yeah, Zartan. I said him already. So I got those guys, and then last but not least, I got Motaro, Storm Collectibles Motaro. So it was a pretty healthy haul. And then plugs. I don't really have any plugs because I didn't really do anything new lately. I got a shout out to Bill. And I don't know how the hell to pronounce his last name. Is Houck. I don't know if it's Hawk or Hawk, but he's a local dude. I met him at RetroCon a couple of years ago, and he's like a big G1 fan. And he collect, dude. If you ever seen his G1 collection, it like completely blows the doors off my G1 collection. If you could believe that, like his stuff is just so, like all his stuff looks like it just came off the shelf yesterday. You know what I mean? He's got like a really like high-end G1 collection, which is awesome. But he keeps up with me a little bit, and he knew, you know, I was looking for like certain like white whales and shit to finish out the Japanese collection, and he was actually partly responsible for me getting that Grandis that I was looking for years. So I had this double clouder, which is the Japanese Dickbird, and that was the last Japanese piece I was looking for. And there's been a couple of near misses over the last like year or two with getting a hold of that thing. But the other day, Bill hit me up, and he told me that he knew somebody that had one, and connected me with this dude. And it's a really nice piece, and I bought it, and it's going to be on its way. So it's kind of like, so if Jason Brendan come along and fuck everything up, this would have been this would have been like the end of the journey, like the end of the G1 journey, which is pretty cool. And it still kind of is, because, you know, the Action Masters and Micro Masters, they're kind of like, I'm like, you know, getting those one at a time, like real quick. It's just this is the last like whale, I guess.
They're like garnishing.
Yeah, basically. So so that's awesome. So, and that dude, man, like it's crazy, man. You know, sometimes people look out for you, and he always was keeping his eye open for that double clouder, and he finally hooked me up, and you know, that was cool. There's a good couple of handful of pieces in my collection that I wouldn't have if not for people doing that kind of shit. You know, Nate being in Japan in a fucking toy shop and calling me on a video chat, you know, that kind of shit. So it's a lot of those pieces got some stories that come along with it. So yeah, shout out to that dude for helping me out.
Let me ask you something. Did they repaint Double Clouder into an American version, or is there like, did they reuse that mold for an American figure
besides Double Dealer?
Oh, so it was Double Dealer.
It's just a Double Dealer repaint. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was asking.
You know what's funny, Levy? I double Clouder is part of the, you know, like my sickness where like, all right, it's complete. And then I find like some other loophole where, all right, well, I could collect these couple of other figures and shit. My Japanese collection started out as I'm collecting like unique molds, you know, the Deathsaurus and Star Saber and Victory Leo and like shit that, you know, I wasn't getting, like the Double Clouder and like the Darkwing set, the Buster and Hydra, who was just, you know, Darkwing and Dreadwind, and like Ranger, who is Joyride, like I started getting all the repaints. So Double Clouder is still the last of those, so I can't really see it going further, I don't think. So Levy, what were you saying? Do you remember what you were saying?
I had asked you if they had repainted.
Double Clouder,
Double Clouder. And then you went into this whole spiel about, you know, how you were just getting unique molds, and then you like had to justify getting like, you know, just
repaints,
spreading it out to unique characters to Japan.
Right.
So, you know,
well, that's all over with. So, or at least it'll be over with. Like, you know what? You can't count your chickens, man, because I had one bought last time, and then disaster struck,
Yeah.
And I ended up just getting my money back, which is a bummer. But so yeah, I really shouldn't talk any shit until it's in my hands.
Yeah, but then there's also the possibility someone gives you like, you know, say a Japanese prowl for your birthday. Now you got this one lone G1 arc bot.
No.
And then you're like, well, shit. Now I got to get the rest.
No, I could tell you with absolute certainty that I would never do that. I
am going looking for a Japanese jazz for you right now.
Well, I tell you what I would do. I would display the Japanese jazz proudly, like, because I have gift bots down there that don't fit my collection. But never. Yeah, I can tell you right now. Like I already know, because we always, you say it now, but in 6 months. But I can tell you right now, that's 100% no, that I'd be able to easily not collect any of that other shit. Because having the exact same thing is like twice as. Yeah, I don't see any reason for it just because it's in a different box. Like the toy itself will be the same.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of being the same, is that Make Toys EX any different than the original?
It has the wing fillers already in it, and then it comes with a bunch more faces.
And the faces are lighter. The faces are gray, right? Yeah. Which is a good decision, because that the black face was a little too dark. Like you couldn't make anything out because his helmet was black. So it was like it was kind of tough to see. So yeah, I'm glad they made that decision.
I don't think the body paint's any different though, right?
I don't think that. Yeah, from what I saw on that was the one that you had here, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the original one.
I had the MP.
Oh, it was my old. That was my old Make Toys one. You're right. Yeah. So I can't tell you.
Comes with a couple cool effects.
I thought people weren't getting those effects.
People weren't getting those effects in Acid Storm. Like Acid Storm was advertised with the green ones and the pink ones, and then nobody got the pink ones.
Oh, okay. Did you look at Firmament?
No, I didn't open anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my birthday. Weird like that. That's it. Like those Unicron sat here for like 2 or 3 weeks too. This one's tough though. This one's tough, and this is going to be like a multiple day event. You know, have to like open the robots one day and then open the Joes the following day or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it'll be a good time. It'll be like Christmas in August.
Should we move on to the news?
Yeah, let's move on to the news.
I actually had one more thing to add. I forgot. I got those SH Figure Arts Avengers figures, the Captain America and the Thor. Mm-hmm. And those are really, they come with a lot of really cool accessories. The Thor comes with that like twirling spinning hammer. And those are pretty nice. And I also picked up one of those Iron Factory Legends Seekers, which a lot of people collect. A lot of people say that's a good mold. So I got the black and gold Starscream from, it was only like $30 from agabus.com, and who also is a really cool website to buy from. You get like same day shipping all the time, unless like there's something going on with the national pandemic or something. But they're a pretty good site to buy off of.
Part 2 of Long Halloween came out, Jed.
I got it a couple of days ago. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet though.
Cool. I actually haven't watched part 1 yet.
Yeah, me neither.
I've been on my Fast and Furious frolic.
Really? I don't want to ever hear you complain or criticize me for watching Vampire Diaries, dude.
I'm on episode 13, by the way.
Nice.
I dig it.
Yeah. So how are you liking it?
I like it a lot, actually. I kind of like.
See, Jed?
I mean, it's kind of like a Buffy-ish, like that kind of era, like high school vampire stuff, and I just like all the stuff, like the lore, like when they like go back in time, like giving like all these cool backstories and do like flashbacks and stuff. That was always my favorite part about watching Angel too, when they would like talk about his past.
Yeah, actually, that episode where Spike talks to Buffy about how he killed those 2 other Slayers. Yeah,
that's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, I love that episode. Where he killed that Slayer in China.
Yep.
Back in like the 1800s or whatever, and then in the 70s he killed that other Slayer that ended up being the mother of the principal.
Yeah, Nikki Wood was her name.
Yeah. Actually, it was her jacket that he took too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm back, fellas.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Thank God.
Last part we were talking about Buffy, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it was Vampire Diary this and high school vampire flashback that, and I'm like, oh, save me.
Oh,
Hi, Jed. I'm back to remind you that you're not in the women's locker room right now.
Thank you.
Fuck you, Mike.
I think we're gonna start talking about their book club next. I have a feeling.
Did you watch The View this morning?
Don't pay attention to them, Kyle.
Kyle's like, Levy, do you ever get that not so fresh feeling?
I've been catching shit since high school for watching Buffy, so it doesn't phase me
Buffy's
anymore.
cool, not vampire journals.
You never even watched it to make that a statement.
I know not to.
Oh, stop.
Hey, Mike's all into vampires and stuff too, and he hasn't watched it.
Like my limit. There's like the cool vampires. Like there's John Carpenter vampire on one end of the extreme, and then there's like Twilight on the other end. And like I would say True Blood is my limit. Like on how far towards Twilight I'll go, if that makes any kind of sense.
It's okay. That's about as far as I'll go. I know that Vampire Diaries is probably one step below that, and I stopped after
it's pretty much the same as True Blood, just with a lot less titties.
Well, that's why True Blood is on this side of the fence, pal.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Right on the other side with all the cock in that show too.
Listen, Levy, it's Daywalker. Listen, Levy, you're a Daywalker, not a Duskwalker.
Duskwalker. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hey, the vampires and Vampire Diaries are Daywalkers.
You guys are like Duskwalkers.
Oh, get out of here.
They do walk around in the day. Well,
I came up with a term. That's my term.
That's true. You should trademark that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike, you were saying with the news, like you said, there was some new musicians that had died.
Yeah. So I'll go through the three that I can remember. And then if anybody could help me out with that other one that I think I saw that I can't remember, pretty random. But let's start with Jeff LaBar from Cinderella. And then you told me, I think, Jed, which I didn't see, of course they treat the bass player like shit. I didn't know not the bass player, the keyboard player.
Yeah.
They treat him, stick him behind the speaker. He died you told me that he died on the same day. Cinderella's keyboard player died on the same day. Yeah,
I mentioned in the podcast last week or 2 weeks ago that it was really weird that they both died on the same day.
All right, so you went over the Jeff LaBar thing already. So then,
that was the really weird coincidence. And I don't know if I haven't checked up on the news lately to see if they said like how he died.
Yeah, he was only 50. He was in his 50s, I think, 55 or 52.
One of them died from cancer, and then the other one just fucking was found. So like, I don't know if I have to look into see what.
I think Jeff LaBar was found. Yeah, it's a bummer, man. And you know what, Cinderella, like, all joking aside about the way how they looked, like they were a cool band, dude. They were one of those bands from the 80s. Like, I used to just like any shit from the 80s, and then like at some age, I'm like, why am I listening to Poison? But Cinderella was always one of those bands to me that they looked like the straight up hair band, but they just sounded like a straight up rock and roll band to me. They sounded like the Rolling Stones. If the Rolling Stones would have came out in the 80s, I don't know. They were just always more. They were always not so hair metally and more just like a real rock and roll band. So, but yeah, it's a bummer. And speaking of other rock and roll bands, Dusty Hill, a bassist from ZZ Top, passed away 2 days ago at age 72, which, is still too young, but you know what I mean? At least, I don't know. Once you hear about enough of these dudes dying in their 30s and 40s and shit, 72 starts sounding old, for a rock star.
Right. I just checked on Jeff LaBar and they still haven't revealed his cause of death.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a bummer, man. And then the third one that I can remember was what's his name? Joey from Slipknot. What's Slipknot's drummer's name again, brother Kyle? Jordison.
Yeah. He died?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he died in it might have been this morning, dude.
Was he still?
No, it was a couple of days ago, I think.
A couple days ago? It was 2 days ago, and he was only 46. And as far as I know, I don't think they revealed how he passed either.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Yep. Wasn't
he like fighting with Corey Taylor?
Oh, I don't know, man. I I listen to Slipknot from time to time, but I don't know anything about him.
I think me, you, and Tyler talked about this. I think he was actually like suing him, but they were still like playing music. Like they were still like touring and stuff. It had to be super awkward.
It had to be super awkward, but I guess when there's enough money involved, like, man, I don't know. You ever work with somebody that you kind of couldn't stand? I've done it for $15 an hour. You know, like I could definitely see doing it for whatever money they were making, which is probably more than that. But yeah, I agree, man. Like, because most of the time when that shit happens, you're like in a warehouse or some shit, and there's like 100 people working there, and it's like, oh, it's easy to avoid that guy, you know. But I guess when you're in a band with how many members? Slipknot got 7 or 8 or some shit.
Wasn't it like 9?
9
might have been.
You know,
2 of them were like, I think people that just played the trash can or something.
Yeah, but still a little closer quarters. Like, oh man, I got to work with this dude. Dude,
didn't the other dude die? Paul Gray was
the bassist, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. And I'm pretty sure there was a 4th one, Jed, but
Mike
I can't remember who.
Yeah, Mike Howie died. He was the singer from Metal Church.
That's right. Yep. And he was not very old either. How old was he? He was
55.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
Bad week for metal.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. Damn.
They died on the 26th is when they died.
Those were the couple that I remember. I don't remember if there were any others. Like in Levy, who you said somebody died earlier before I think we started recording, didn't you? Levy? There he is.
That's who I remember. Jackie Mason died. That's who it was. Jackie Mason, the comedian.
Oh, yeah.
Caddyshack, you know.
Yep.
All that stuff. All everything that he's done. He was 93.
See, that's a good ride, man.
Mm-hmm.
Provided like the last 10 to 15 years isn't shit years, you know, wheelchair, shitting yourself years.
Right. So let's move on to the trailers.
Yes.
Levy, what trailer do you want to talk about?
How about The Witcher?
I was going to pick that if you didn't, Levy. Yep.
The Witcher, Curse of the Wolf or whatever it was called. I don't remember.
Close enough.
The animated one that you guys were talking about?
Yeah,
the animated one, yep.
They had more of a full trailer out this past week or so. Well, go ahead, Levy, talk about
it. Is that done by the same people that did Castlevania?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
It looks similar.
That's Powerhouse Studios. Let's find out.
While you're looking that up,
it is not by them, but they did do. One other thing I did know is they did Blood of Zeus. I didn't know that they did Blood of Zeus too.
The people that are doing The Witcher, Witcher.
No. The people that did Castlevania, Masters of the Universe, they also did Blood of Zeus.
You know what?
I thought you said Blood Jesus.
Yes, Blood Jesus.
Jesus. I love him very much. But he no help with curveball.
I was waiting for this to happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It was inevitable. Oh man, we're only at the news, Jed. We're only at the trailers.
Yeah, trailers. Oh, Studio Mir is doing The Witcher.
The Castlevania or Blood of Zeus being done by the same people as Castlevania surprises me a little bit because I didn't. Maybe I'd have to watch them both back to back again. But it didn't strike me as Castlevania's type of animation, even though it was. Yeah. Oh man.
So
it's gonna be a long night.
So Studio Mir are that's the animation house that did Voltron.
Okay.
That's doing The Witcher?
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that.
They also did Black Dynamite.
Yeah, didn't Studio Mir share a common origin with
You're talking about like William Shatner right now, Levy.
No, the one that made Blood Jesus.
Yeah.
What company was that, or what production company was that?
The one that did Legend of Korra?
No, the one that did
Powerhouse?
Castlevania.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse, yeah. Yeah, Powerhouse and what's the other one's name now?
Studio Mirror.
Studio Mirror. Studio Mirror and Powerhouse. Didn't they come from the same company? Like they split? I'm pretty sure that the company that did Legend of Korra, because I guess the guy, one of the lead animators from the first Avatar series, broke off, started his own company, and then I guess they did Legend of Korra, I think. And then later on, that company split off, and I think they became two different animation companies, but I'm not sure.
They don't really say, but they just say that the first project was the Legend of Korra. Wow. So they did the Deaths of Superman. They did Mortal Kombat, Scorpion's Revenge, and Batman Soul of the Dragon. And now they're doing Witcher and Nightmare of the Wolf.
Cool. And it's a story of young Vesemir.
Yes.
Right?
Not
okay.
not Jesus.
Not Blood Jesus.
Senor Vesemir.
That's like the Spanish. That's like the Spanish version of Rob Liefeld. You know, he would do the Blood Jesus.
Blood Jesus, yeah, right, yeah. Christ.
So, Mike, which one would you like to talk about?
The Ghostbusters one, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to select the Star Trek one and then just not say anything about it. But that would have been such a me thing to do, so. Oh, no. The Dune. Let's talk about Dune. Dune looks amazing. I can't wait to see this shit. Is this going to be a movie or a series? I didn't catch it.
Movie.
A movie? Good, man.
Good.
Yeah, I like it. I can't wait to see it. It looks fucking awesome. The only thing that's weird to me, though, still is that those, like, the Tremors type worms things that come out of the ground, the real big ones, totally looks like a butthole.
People were saying in the comments, can you believe that Christian Bale put on 1,000 pounds just to play the sandworm? They're like, he's so versatile.
Yeah.
They're like, the casting director's like, who should we get? And they're like, everybody.
Yeah, they had Aquaman, Drac. Who else did we see in there? Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I've never seen Dune before.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh, man.
What?
Oh, man. Seriously?
Yep. Never seen Dune.
That's a good David Lynch movie. I think it's David Lynch. Long live the fighters! Yeah, you gotta sit down and watch that.
I don't know. I mean, last time I took your recommendation on the old movie, it was Excalibur.
Well, don't listen to me then. Listen to Mike.
Yeah, you could watch Dune. It's fine.
Hey, listen, Pat Stewart's in it.
Yeah. He was in freaking Excalibur too. That didn't say that movie.
Exactly. Saying it's just as good. Toto does all the soundtrack for that movie too. I don't know if you give a shit or not, Levy, but that was a good soundtrack.
I like Toto's one song.
Okay. Brad Dourif's in it. Dean Stockwell.
Brother Kyle, does that look like a butthole or not?
It certainly does.
I have it up on the screen over here. I should Photoshop myself like at the human size, like they are or whatever, but like climbing up in there so I could stick my face in it.
The Blood Jesus poster is perfect, Brother Kyle. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Now it's fast on the draw.
Shout out to Pixar.
I'll admit there's one thing about Dune. I've seen Dune, but I don't remember enough about it to really like look for things in this trailer. You know, I just like remember little bits and pieces of it and shit. But it just I don't know. The trailer itself looks awesome.
I used to watch that shit like all the time. And then Sci-Fi had like the series. It was like a mini series. That was okay.
It was okay, or was it shit? Or was it shit?
Nah, it's not as good as the movie, you know, because you kept wanting to be the movie and it wasn't. You know, it was like an elongated mini series of it with a TV budget. But at least they did like the sequels to it. You know, they continued the story with his kids and stuff. Yeah, let's talk Lower Decks. Levy, did you watch that?
I didn't. I never actually finished the first season. I have like 3 episodes left to watch on that. But
Did you watch
that
the
show's
trailer?
Great. I really. Oh, the trailer.
Yeah. Do you know which part of it? It's really funny. Go ahead, say it.
What?
Go ahead, say the part that you're probably laughing at.
No, I'm laughing at me.
Oh, you're
Just
laughing at yourself. Okay.
Well, because like you asked me to talk about it, and like I just start going in about how I watched the first season. And you're like, oh no, the trailer, man.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it looks really funny, man. Can't wait till that season to come out. What's next? What's the next trailer that we have?
What part were you thinking that I was laughing
Well,
at?
let's go back to Ghostbusters. Should we please and talk about that?
Yeah.
Thanks. I think it looks cool. I know a lot of people are pissing and moaning because it's about the kids and stuff, but you know, it can't be about the fucking 80-year-old actors that did it like, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
So Paul Rudd's playing like one of their sons, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a group of kids that he's like leading around or something.
I think he's Egon's son, right? Or is it his wife?
No, because I don't think he's related to them at all. Because I think I thought he was a teacher at the school.
Oh, maybe.
And he just like befriends them after they move there. But it's their mom. It's the mom who's Egon's daughter, and then the 2 kids. At least that's what was implied.
That's Egon's grandkid, then, right? The main kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, there's a brother and sister.
And Janine's in it.
Yeah, she shows up.
Right.
Which is cool.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people bitching about it and a lot of people saying it's awesome.
Of course there will be.
Yeah. There's always risk with trying to rekindle the flame with an old classic. Whether or not it's a remake or if it's some continuation of the story or whatever, like you're just never going to please everybody. And it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to, like, you know what? Even if it sucks, it gives me something to look forward to watching. There's like, I don't know. It's just nice that there's something to watch, man. How many times we get Ghostbuster shit that's not the last Ghostbuster thing.
Brother Kyle, Egon's daughter is Carrie Coon from The Leftovers. Nora?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's good that she got work besides, Avengers voiceover. Yeah. But no, it's cool. I can't wait to see that. That's I know that they said that it may not stream, or it still hasn't been announced if it's going to be streaming or not, but that's supposed to come out in November.
Nice. I'll check it out on Jetflix.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of Jetflix, we getting Snake Eyes? Or did you put it up already?
Keep asking me that. I told you that, I remember. I said it's a 45 day period they're having in the theaters before it streams.
Okay.
Yeah. It was at Paramount. I think Paramount made that decision. Did we have another trailer? I can't remember which one the other one was. I don't have the list in front of me.
No, that was it. It was 4 of them.
How about the
4 of them?
The Demon Slayer season 2 teaser?
Yeah, they don't care about that. It was such a small thing, but yeah, that got me excited.
Yeah.
Even though it was like 3 seconds of animation.
I'll eventually give that a shot. I'll eventually give that a shot. A couple episodes at least. Like, what's the let me ask you guys, and I'm for real. Even though I'm already thinking I'm probably not going to like it, but I'll give it a shot. You know how like WandaVision, somebody tries to watch WandaVision and they jump out after 2 episodes and it's like, this sucks, and you're like, no, you got to hang on to like episode 3 or 4 until it gets going. Like, how far you say I would have to make it in before I'll either know that I'm going to be hooked or it's like, nah, this ain't for me.
I'll tell you what you can actually do is I think Funimation actually has like a block. So they have like individual episodes, but they also have them like separated in like story arcs. So you could watch like the first
story arc
3 episodes like as like a actual like mini movie instead of just piecing it out like that.
I'll check that out. Funimation, you said it's on?
I think so.
I'll give it a try.
I think 3 episodes would be good for you because I think the first 3 would be good.
Yeah,
that's when he starts getting
first arc.
He starts getting into the training, in like the 3rd episode.
It's a wonderful show.
It's amazing.
One thing about being on the podcast is that sometimes like you'll mention some shit and then somebody hit you up on the side about what you said on the show, which is always cool. I got a shout out to Phil real quick. Phil Stanek hit me up on the side because he was hearing me talking about like trying to catch on to some 90s era animes that I might have forgot about, and he suggested a couple of good ones, man, to go back and watch. You remember the Guyver series?
Mm-hmm.
Guyver was kind of a cool series, man. I went back and watched a little bit of that. And
What's that?
He
I was gonna say I watched that one you told me to watch. How was it called? Something about cats, a cat, an alien type of
Lily Cat
scenario. Lily Cat,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
some of the dumbest fucking motherfuckers on that ship ever. I was watching, it was cool, but I was like, what are they doing? And I'm like, they're so stupid. I'm like, it's like they literally went into the hallway, like, what's going on? And it showed like the cat, like, it was like he ripped into the wall panel, and they're like, all right, so what should we do next again? They didn't even say what happened. They just like, what should we do next? I'm like, I don't know, let's go look for what's in me. Okay. Maybe we should talk about the cat that got ripped through the fucking,
well, to be fair, they were in a horror movie, and people in horror movies never do smart things. So
they didn't
I guess
even
there's that.
acknowledge it though. They were just like looking at it and like, oh, all right, well, let's go to the med bay.
We'll just put out a bowl of water and food outside the door.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Or like, hey, look in the wall. See all that crap in the wall? You mean all that organic stuff that shouldn't be there? It looks like tendrils waiting to murder us. Yeah. All right, let's go to the bridge.
I love what you've done with the place.
Yeah. But let's focus on the guy that's not supposed to be here.
Right.
No, it was good though. But it was like those people were just idiots.
That's why they were out there.
I'm finishing up that Samurai Champloo, and it's not as good as what I thought it would be.
No.
I can see why it didn't get the second season or anything. Yeah, it's the same people that did Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
but it just didn't resonate as well, I think.
The story or the animation wasn't up to.
No, the animation was good. It was just the story. The characters were cool. It was just they didn't write good episodes.
I'm through I'm through about half the Masters of the Universe right now.
Oh, yeah, I watched all of that. I like that.
Yeah, I was digging. Did we all watch it, or at least up to where I watched it? Brother Kyle, you finished it, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Levy, did you? Levy?
What? Yeah.
Did you watch,
He-Man.
Masters of the Universe?
No.
Not any of it?
No.
All right.
you going to?
No, go ahead. Talk about it.
Are you sure? I'm not going to say much about it because I only watched halfway through, but I like the kind of direction of this, the way the story, like the part of it where they were concentrating more on like science and technology and how that shit was taken over, where magic used to be like I kind of dug that whole, because I didn't expect to see that, to be completely honest with you.
Right. And the characters that were, you never thought, oh yeah, they are like part machine, would be like the ones that would be part of the cult that's like becoming. Yeah,
I just thought overall, like,
cool spin.
And not knowing where it goes, because like I said, I'm only halfway through, but like so far, like I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I mean, here's the thing, man.
Go ahead.
Like shit like Transformers, and there's certain franchises, and maybe I just feel that way about Transformers because we're all like really heavy into Transformers, but like I feel like the Transformers, I always thought the Transformers fans were going to be like at the top of the pinnacle, them and like Star Wars fans, of just criticizing every new fucking Transformer or Star Wars thing that comes out. Because there's such like a diehard like following on those, but do we know anybody that's like, here, Masters of the Universe is their number one? Or is Masters of the Universe always kind of like, hey, it was cool and it's part of everything that we kind of used to watch when we were kids, but it's like nobody's favorite?
I know Lewis really likes Masters of the Universe. Yeah.
The only reason I was asking that question to get a feel is that like the outrage, some of the outrage by the 30% cunt squad that's out there, like I don't know, that caught me off guard a little bit because I watched it, and all the shit that they're complaining about really isn't bothering me a whole lot. Like, it's like, listen, He-Man will be back. Relax, everything's fine. Just watch it and enjoy it. You know?
Yeah, it's I think they're upset because, you know, like the rumor said, that it turns into the Tila show, and they don't like that, and you know, it's being labeled as woke and all the other criticizations that people don't like when, you know, their favorite character
It changes.
Yeah, it takes it back. I like how the first episode was very campy and just like a normal
classic. It was so classic.
Right.
Dude, when we were watching that first episode, whenever like the vehicle, like the spinning thing showed up, or that other vehicle where it has like the rock on the arm and shit, I'm like, oh man, dude, it really like it grabbed me by the feels, which was cool. It was almost like with not as drastic, but like Bumblebee, where you had that first 3 minutes of G1 fucking sweetness at the beginning of that movie, and that's what drew you in and made you like, you know, all right, I can get into this and shit. It was kind of like that, but not quite as extreme.
And they had the characters, and they even had Fisto in there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But it was cool because they got up to the point where you think that it was going to normally be like how every episode normally ends, you know, and then shit gets real, and then everybody's like, "Oh, fuck, did that just happen?" And like, "Yep." And Skeletor's like, meh. And he's like, and then it just everything turns to shit, and you're like, "Wow!" And then the next episode is like post, it's not apocalyptic, but post dystopian, like a post dystopian world, like you said, with the magic going away and the technology coming in play, and you know, a lot of the characters not giving a shit anymore. And I was like, wow, that's I like the turn that they went, and it gets even better. All right.
It felt all right. Like so far, the transition, it didn't feel forced. To me, it felt smooth enough. Yeah. Even though they did a 5-year time jump, I think, in between when shit went down in the one episode, and then it cuts to like Tila. But even that being said, like it was a little shocking. I didn't see that as the direction that it was going to go in, but it didn't feel wrong to me. It felt all right. No,
I liked it. Yeah. I like how King Randor flips the fuck out, and you know, that's like all new. And I was like, oh, this is like not, you know, kids show anymore. It's like, you know, a little bit more real, like adult writing with these characters.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Dude, if you're for lack of a better term, a He-Man G1er, like, and you wanted it exactly like it was, it's like, dude, I mean, we joked around about this, watching the same 15 different animations with like slightly different shit cut in between it, you know, and that was what you got for half an hour at a time. It's like, nah, dude, this was all right, man. And you know what? As a matter of fact, and I said this to Vanessa too, I liked it. I really liked it, but it has me bummed out that He-Man and Voltron and Castlevania, those are the first three that pop into my head, and I'm probably leaving one or two off the list or whatever, but like classic franchises that I don't feel were as popular as Transformers, but to me, they're getting such a better treatment animation wise than Transformers has, and who knows if they'll get back to that. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like Transformers and I'm not complaining as a Transformers fan, because we've been so spoiled over the years. We've gotten everything we wanted, and more shit is coming out, and we've gotten so much different media and video games and all that shit. So I'm not at all complaining that we don't have plenty, but it's just, it's disappointing that our cartoon looks like the way it looks. And
yeah, it's not done,
you know,
well.
Those franchises are just, you know what I mean? They got the kitchen sink thrown at it, and I love it. And I'm glad we got those other ones, because we got some pretty good animation out there right now.
Well, I mean, if you could see like the common denominator here, it's not Hasbro.
Yeah. Yep.
I was just gonna say, like, it's Hasbro. Like, they don't care about like the story or show. Like, you just buy our toys, basically.
Yeah. But the thing is that if you do it well, I mean, like He-Man Revelations, they're selling toys.
Yeah, but the Transformers doesn't have to do it though.
Right.
They're already just always automatically going to sell the toys.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the toys have been great. Show not so much, but
Yep. Did you watch all of Kingdom, Mike?
Kingdom was. Oh no, I didn't even start Kingdom. I was waiting.
Oh, okay.
Because we were watching He-Man. The Teela show, and we were. So Vanessa is on. She went up to this family gathering. It is up at her uncle's house in Troy, and I don't know. I've been down a little bit, so I decided not to go. So I'm home alone for the weekend. So I wanted to wait because she wanted to watch it. So I don't want to. I'll wait until she comes back and watch it with her.
Right.
I might preview the first episode just to give the first 10 minutes to watch or whatever. But I'll wait till she gets back.
You could always mark it as unwatched. Then after that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I would feel dirty. I'd feel like I cheated on her with another cartoon.
I watched like the first 4 episodes.
How many are there? 6 total?
6, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there's 6.
It
gets better after the 2.5 episodes in, I think. This is when it takes a turn and it actually gets better.
Without spoiling anything, I think it has been the better of the 3 so far.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think the second one probably maybe edges it out a little bit more, the second season.
Yeah, to be fair, I haven't finished it yet though, so
the voice acting is atrocious and the direction is terrible. It's just you have to get past it. You got to kind of like cringe through it.
The dialogue isn't very good either. Like as far as like some of the aspects of the actual like plot, I don't mind, but the choice of like lines for them, like they just say like the weirdest shit.
This is
Jesus
the time.
There was a couple
it's bad like that.
there was a few other voice actors that I didn't think did that bad of a job.
Now, like I said before, and I'll say it again, the voice actor that does Bumblebee, he's the one that should win the award for the whole series. He's probably the best guy, best performance out of everybody.
Yeah, I thought the dude that did Dinobot was pretty good, and the woman that did Black Arachne I thought was pretty good too. The Tigertron and Megatron were so weird. You'll see, like just hearing them talk, it doesn't.
They just all sound like they're out of breath. That's all it is. You're like until all are one. It's like how almost everything's delivered. It's so bad. It's like they just did a piss poor editing of it. Like instead of removing the silence, let's add. It's bad. So I'm on Fast and Furious 5. That's where I got so far. Yeah, I get 3, 4 more to go. It's getting better. I forgot Gal Gadot is in that. She's been in like the past 2 movies.
Yeah. Why are you doing this to yourself? You know what I think about, Jed, when you tell me that when you're muscling through what the dude from Castlevania, Victor, and what was the other guy's name? Isaac. Remember they showed Isaac and he was Hector. On his knee, or Hector, not Isaac. Hector was on his knees and he was whipping himself on the back with the spike like belt or whatever. Like I picture you doing that while you're watching fucking this Fast and the Furious marathon.
So I liked Fast and the Furious back when it came out like 20 years ago. So like I watched
1 or 2 or thing.
I watched the first 4, I think it was. And like I liked them. I had the DVDs and everything back in the day. And I just never kept up with it. So I'm like, I'm going to go back and rewatch them. And then I'm going to watch all the way up to 8, and Calvin and Hobbes spinoff, whatever that was called. And then so I can watch the new one, So because they've been like, they turned into like from racing,
superheroes.
They turned from like Point Break racing movies into like Mission Impossible movies. Yeah. And I like the Mission Impossible movies. So I'm like, I want to catch up with it before I can watch 9. So that's what I'm doing. And it's getting better as it goes.
Oh, God.
Wait till you see it to get to the one. I think it's the 7th one when they're on the ice and the submarine comes up through the ice and shoots a torpedo that like is flying along the ice, and the fucking Rock, I think, is driving along. So either him or Jason Statham or one of them guys.
Hey! No spoilers, man. No spoilers.
No, I mean, like, yeah, when it was they showed it during the trailer, so
Oh, okay. I remember there's.
I don't know.
Is there one where there's a car and a cable and it's like swings like to a building like Spider-Man? I think maybe in one of them.
Probably.
Can't wait to that one.
It sounds like something that would be in one of those movies.
I think that was from the trailer of the new one.
Oh, okay.
I remember.
I'm surprised they haven't done that already.
I remember seeing Seven at the drive-in with King Kong with Skull Island, and I remember leaving the drive-in thinking that Skull Island was the more believable movie. Like I could see that happening first.
I like them, so I'm enjoying them. It's not a penance. It's actually I'm enjoying it as I go.
I don't want to ever hear you say anything about Vampire Diaries ever again.
Vampire Diaries sucks.
Oh god.
It's not for me. It's for teenage girls and middle-aged housewives, and I am neither. That's their demographic they're aiming for. Oh, and Levy and Kyle. I forgot the third demographic. Let's make a vampire show for teenage girls, middle-aged housewives, and those two dudes.
And Levy. Jesus.
Levy, do you have any?
Jed, let me ask you.
Oh, go ahead.
I have a quick question for you. Have we? And I'm never gonna come right out and ask you who the mystery celebrity is that listens to us. But from time to time, I'm gonna ask you, like, kind of in the style of 20 questions, something that will either point away or towards the mystery celebrity. And so my question for today's episode is: have we ever trashed the celebrity or anything the celebrity's done on the show?
No.
That you can remember. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
And
Tom Cruise is out.
And they are bigger than a bread box.
Tom Cruise is out.
So is
Wait, what did we trash Tom Cruise?
I'm sure we trashed it about something.
No, it wasn't Tom Cruise. It was who did we apologize to right up front in the beginning of the show? I forget which one it was.
I always apologize to The Rock because I'm sick and tired of fucking seeing The Rock. But I know if I ever said shit to The Rock's face, I would get flattened. So I always feel that when I'm killing The Rock for being in every fucking movie I see a trailer for, that I have to, be a man and accept the fact that he would kick my ass with both hands tied behind his back. So I just feel like I gotta apologize.
Then you could sue him and take a lot of money. So you could sue him then and they get a lot of money out of it.
I'm sure I'm not the only person out there that is like, Jesus Christ, fuck The Rock already. Like, have him go do something else, man. Can he go back to wrestling, please? Nation of Domination reunion.
Yeah, I remember Rock saves like every series, man. He's like makes money for every industry, that every movie company that he stars in, whatever movie. I'm surprised he hasn't been it's the only reason why he hasn't been in Marvel, because Marvel makes already enough money without him.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. I'm like, what role are they gonna,
Well, no, I mean, DC
grabbed The Rock into.
Nah, DC grabbed them. DC's like, hey, we need help. Let's get The Rock. And they're like, all right, where should we?
Dude, I can see The Rock as the Watcher. I'd be all right with The Rock as the Watcher because I know he would have a minimal Watcher. It would be a minimal role. It would be kind of like when Tyrion Lannister was the big dwarf guy that built the Stormbringer or whatever.
Or like when they had Stallone in that like little part.
What's that?
They had in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, let's keep The Rock to like a cameo type of thing.
Imagine if he was the Watcher. He had this tiny little body and a giant rock head.
No, I would want to see the Watcher just jacked. Like, to me, that would even be funnier, man. It's like they show him out there where he hangs out on like the blue part of the moon, right, where the Inhumans are from, right? That's where the Watcher kind of hangs out, basically. When he's watching shit on Earth, is that where he hangs out? So they should have him out there, and all he does is watch, and then he's got like a bench, and that's like all that's out there. Is a bench and a set of
giant weights, because you know how the gravity on the moon is.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I didn't remember. I watched the Chris McFeely, the basics on Cliff Jumper.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that he was Cliff Jumper in Transformers Prime.
Yeah. Yep.
Which now makes sense to me why they killed him off, because they probably just used him for name, but they didn't want to. They couldn't afford to keep paying him.
Right.
They couldn't afford him for more than
just think
3
about it.
minutes. that they had him.
Transformers Prime was a great series. See, The Rock did it again.
All because of The Rock.
Yep. Hey, watcher, what you watching? It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Hey, I got something.
You got it, brother Kyle.
Let's spend a few minutes talking about
Yes. Yes. Let's spend a few minutes with that. Yes.
recent watch of the Berserk.
I was actually waiting for him to bring this up. I could not wait to hear his in-person review.
Would you call it the hentai murder trilogy?
Yeah.
It's not film.
I'm taking my one side of my headphones off so I can hear him in person, like real nice and clear, because this is great.
Do tell, Tom. Do tell, brother Kyle.
Before you even go into it, I have to ask you one question so you can tell us why you did it this way. How do you not get high as a kite to watch? How do you not, like, of all fucking people?
I watched a lot of it at work, like
okay.
Or like I do a thing like when I'm at the gym.
Yeah,
I do like 20 minutes on like a treadmill or elliptical or something. So like perfect to watch, like usually like an episode of something, but I split it up as I went and I just kept watching it.
How did you figure out a spot to where you were going to stop watching? Because
I had to. Yeah, there was like a point. There was a couple points where I'm at the gym on the elliptical watching it. I'm like, I gotta turn this off because even though that nobody can hear it, I'm like, oh, they're gonna. What the hell are these guys gonna think? Somebody walking behind me and just seeing some of that shit. I don't know how they got away with it. Like, I mean, not that how they got away with making it. I don't know how. Like, I have a feeling that Netflix just doesn't know. Like, how do they
saw the first two and it was just some King Arthur looking shit.
Yeah. They're like, all right, we're done. Yeah, we don't need a review anymore.
Yeah, we're good with that. And then the third one, dude, I was high for the third one. I probably told you, Jed, and I couldn't take my eyes off it. Like, I kept the more fucked up that it got. Every once in a while, I would like click the thing to see how much time was left, and thinking to myself, how are they going to wrap this up in 45 minutes or an hour or a half hour, however long left there was on it? Like, it was so fucked, and I couldn't stop watching it.
It was very trippy. It was really really good. Like, the animation was awesome, and like some of the scenes, like just like the camera work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, when they roll through the like the river, and they have like it's like flipping around and stuff. I don't remember exactly, but I just remember watching, be like, wow, this is really just visually like compelling.
Yeah,
but what I want to know is it kind of ended like like they were going to keep going with it. Like, are they going to not make another one?
Yeah, I don't know, Jed. You would know. You follow that franchise a little more closely than I do. Did they ever talk about?
The original, the 90s animation was good. It was like, I think 1 season or 2 seasons. I forget how many. And then they redid these movies, in the CGI version, which were good. Then they did 2 seasons after that in CGI animation, but it was really bad animation. It wasn't very good at all. But they did continue the story after that. But I wouldn't watch them because they're not that great, like animation wise. But it does, and they leave out a lot of the story. I would highly suggest that you just buy the mangas and read those, because there is like a whole 200-300 pages of stuff that was just completely left out of the beginning. Like, how like in the beginning, how he like comes in and he like he kills those guys in the bar, and he saves the I think they call it an elf or a sprite, whatever, Puck. And then it like goes in like how he kills like the demon there in the beginning at that town. There's like this whole huge volume of like story to that's not even in any of the animation. It's so much more meaningful. Like, they show the beginning of like how he was born, which is fucked up. Like, his mom was hung in a tree, and he was born like as a baby, like laying in the blood and afterbirth of her hanging above him.
Is that
the umbilical?
You're talking about Guts?
Yeah, Guts. The umbilical cord was still connected to her while she died. Yeah. And it's just fucked up shit. And how he gets taken in by a mercenary group, and then all this other shit happens out. It's just, it's just like all this fucked up shit, and it's really good story too. I finished the first volume and a half, I think, so far, and they're getting into the golden age now. You know, where he meets Griffith and all that stuff, and the I forget what the crew's name's called. Not Silverhawks, the Band of the Hawk or something like that.
Yeah, Band of the Hawk.
Yeah, Band of the Hawk.
And it's getting into all that story now. You know, the good times back when he was happy. But
Right, yeah.
Man, it's there's like a lot of stuff that they leave out of the animations. But yeah, like I said, there's like 2 more seasons that's on Netflix, I think. So if you want to watch, you can. I would just go right to the manga. It's so much better than all of the stuff that's been out there so far. And there's 8 collected volumes so far. It's like thousands and thousands of pages. It's he was writing that for 25 years, 30 years? No, even more than that. Yeah, 30 some years, I think. And it was still ongoing when he died. So there's a lot of story.
I heard that he left notes and shit behind, like, for how to finish it up.
Yeah, that's the rumor. But good for you, Brother Kyle, for finishing up those movies.
Yeah. Thank you for all the lack of sleep that I got.
You're welcome.
Nightmares afterwards.
Well, there goes our credibility, Jed. Last time Brother Kyle hears me and you agree on anything and is like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
He's like, fuck Dune.
No, but it was really good. I finished Castlevania, which was really cool too.
Yeah.
Are they doing more? They're doing more of that, right?
There's
going to be like one more
spin-off. No. Trevor's story's done. They might go or they might go to Simon now, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's
but
right.
They're going to do a spin-off, but they're going to use a different main character.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a fantastic series. Levy, you still around?
Yeah, I just never watched it, so I really don't have anything to say.
How about weird news? Got weird news?
Yeah, I got some weird news.
All right.
Let me bring it up here. All right. I got 2 stories. The first one comes from MSN.com.
Oh.
And this is in the fuck these people news.
Oh, good.
Have him die somewhere else. Florida homeowners yell at man trying to save neighbor's life on their lawn.
Wait, what?
Somebody was some guy was I guess he had a he went into cardiac arrest in his car, and his car was kind of like just drifting along or something. Yeah, it rolled down the lawn or into the lawn of a family. And so the some guy who was he jogging or was he? Yeah, so he was on foot, and when the car stopped into the lawn, he ran over and tried to get into the car because the car was locked. He's trying to get into it and to try and save this guy. And the homeowners came out and they said to get him off their property, and he's like, "This guy's dying." He's like, "Well, let him die somewhere else."
That's nice.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Fuck those people. Fuck those people.
Way to start off on a nice uplifting story, Lev.
Yeah, that's what I do. This one also comes from MSN.com.
Comes the dick story.
A TripAdvisor reviewer left a scathing 1-star rating for a Marriott resort after witnessing a crocodile drag a guest into the ocean. The hotel apologized for an unpleasant experience.
Like, comp them for the room at least or something?
1 star. They're lucky they got 1 star.
So this resort is in Mexico. It's the Marriott Puerto Vallarta Resort and Spa. And apparently there was a young 18-year-old teenager, sitting on the beach near the water. And a group of friends were up on the patio having drinks and just socializing and shit. And suddenly a crocodile just came out of the water, grabbed the girl, and tried to drag her in. And so the group of friends ran over and managed to wrestle this girl away from the jaws of this crocodile. But because of that, one of those people left a bad review saying that left a 1-star review saying that the place was great and everything except for the damn crocodile attacks. And so the hotel later apologized for the unpleasant experience.
Oh, so the crocodile was unsuccessful in the end.
No, he fortunately did not drag the girl into the water.
Oh, well then what are they bitching about?
Did the crocodile leave a review?
Well, I mean, she was attacked and like there was no hotel staff there, so
Yeah,
that was another thing.
That happens at TFCon every year.
Yeah,
Crocodile attacks.
so,
Alligator con.
but yeah, no, the lady said that her group of friends were traumatized by this incident. So
Was she wearing Crocs? Oh yeah.
Christ.
ha
Ah.
So that's it for my weird news.
All right, toy news. Y'all ready for toy news? Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that was thinking that.
I was trying to remember how. Jock jams.
I'll grab pictures if anybody needs to see them, but I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the pictures of all this shit, so I'll just go through them and see what's up. So first of all, the Fans Hobby Siren, the Fans Hobby Ace Hitler is delayed for a couple weeks while they attend to some QC issues with the finish or some shit on the hoods of the car. Like they put the tampos and shit, the police tampos and stuff on the front, and put some seal on it, and the seal wasn't taken or something like that. So they were actually supposed to get shipped out, I think already, but they're going to get delayed. It said in like 14 to 20 days or something to get that under control, and then they will be going out after that. So if you were in for Fans Hobby Siren, you have a couple weeks to wait, but that's cool. I would always rather wait a little bit longer for a home run. All right, nobody cares about that. There's a possible MP cliff jumper. You guys seen that shit?
Yeah.
Like an official one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
like
there was a prototype, like a real rough
Yeah, it's
prototype.
like a retool.
Hang on, I'll put it up on the screen
Bumblebee.
for you, Kyle, in a second.
I can actually see if you just put it in there. I can see it right in here.
I want to look at it too.
Oh, you're looking okay.
It was just it was a front and back shot of right here. So it's basically the Bumblebee body just reworked with cliff jumper parts. I don't listen. I'm not going to totally shit on it because I know it's just a real early prototype or whatever. But like we already know where this mold went, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So it's like I have zero faith in this thing being good. And then, like, you know, it's still got the feet and still gonna have that crazy ass backpack. Oof. I'm sure that's probably the backpack there. You see, Brother Kyle's probably fold up inside there somehow. But even so, it's just I don't know, man. I think that the X Transbots one looks better, and I think the Oculamax one looks better, and I think the Fans Toys one is gonna look better too.
Do you know what fixed that? Lab coat.
What's that?
Lab coat.
We're getting to that. I actually have that in the news, Jen. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think once Fans Toys comes out with, I mean, I'm sure the official only people are going to be like, all right, well, we'll just get it because, you know, but I think all the third party people are probably going to be just fine with whatever version of Cliff Jumper that they got if it's not the Ace Collectibles one. The arms look really I know the Bumblebee's like that too, but I don't know. The proportions are just weird. He's got some little short arms, man. Not that would totally fix it if they were longer, but they're just not very good looking. Let's see what else we got here. Probably another piece of news that you guys don't really care about too much, but the MP they're doing out of the skids mold, they're doing a crosscut, which is like the silver version. I don't really have any interest in it because I got the X Transbots one, but I mean, it looks all right. I hope they do a couple of the other ones. I hope they do the black and the orange one. Those I would probably be in for.
What's that?
Silver one. Silver one's already the skids remold.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that crosscut?
Yeah.
In other remold news, we got an MP Nightbird made from. Oh, good.
What's which one's this then? Is this what? Is that the red the skids? What's that?
The Red Skids is that has another name. The Red Skids. What the fuck was the Red Skids called? He had another name.
Football team.
He had like like an Optimus Prime looking face. I can't remember his name. I don't know. It'll let me see. He was look it up.
I think it looks cool with that face on there.
The red one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red one is pretty dope.
I think this mold actually looks pretty cool. I really like that.
Reboost. Yeah, the red one is called Reboost. Jed? Did we lose Jed again? Did we lose everybody? Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
Yeah, Reboost. The red one.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Okay. I put a picture in the chat. That was from the show that I was looking at too. They had that on display.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the mold looks cool. I'm kind of digging that mold, man, because it's kind of a throwback to the old MP days. Looks like the MP Thundercracker standing or in jet mode behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have another picture that. Hold on. These are all pictures from the that I think it's Hong Kong toy show that was just recently.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I like that Skids.
I like that car. I think it's a cool looking car, and I like how it comes with a little scooter.
Yeah, the scooter's great. All right, so like I was about to say, so they're doing a Nightbird out of the RC mold, which it's not ideal, but I'm probably gonna get it because I don't know. Eventually, if somebody like X Transboss is gonna do non-transforming, even more accurate Nightbird, and kind of like they're doing with that Auto X, I would probably get that, but I don't know. I kind of want a Nightbird, so I'm kind of all right with this. It's like it's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. It's a shoehorn into another mold.
That went up for order already. I think it's like 140. They went for it.
Yeah, it's like $5 less than RC was. And she's actually going to come with a bunch of weapon, like some size and a couple of swords and like some lightsabers or some shit and some other shit.
All the stuff in that episode they used. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That episode. Yeah, there it was.
A little throwing star. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, throwing stars. It looks like she comes with an O face. I didn't even realize she had a face. Did they ever unmask her?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Been a while since I've seen that one episode.
Yeah.
Christ. But yeah, I think it kind of looks all right as Nightbird. Anywho, Brother Kyle, you like a good fembot. You in on that or what?
No. I'd rather just
wait for a real Nightbird.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys see KFC re-release or they're going to redo their Ramhorn and Steeljaw? Did you guys see that?
I did.
Yeah. I'm torn on that because I think they look awesome. But I know that the second those would come in stock and I'd pay for them, and Oculus Max is going to be like, oh, hey, here's Ramhorn, Steeljaw, eject and rewind. So
what a great idea just to buy it, just so that Ocular Max puts their stuff out, right?
Right, yeah. If you believe in all that shit, yeah.
Are those the same size as the Ocular Max tapes?
If they were, I would just get them. But they're going to be as far as I know, they're going to be the same size as the to fit and blaster. Yeah.
I still need to get a blaster.
They do look really good though. They do look really good. So it's a weird decision. It's like a weird decision. I mean, it's cool. Like, and if people get it and they like it, that's fine. I don't know if I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to wait. But it's kind of I don't know, weird road to go down. Although those early batch of tapes by KSE, they were kind of crap.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna see what other blasters come out in the future.
Yeah. I think Robot Paradise, Fan Toys, or whatever. I think they'll eventually. They showed a blaster a long time ago. Like I can't remember if it was a render or a prototype, and I'm sure they would probably redo it for these modern MP times we're in if they end up doing it. But I feel like between them and Takara, I feel like we're going to see a blaster shortly. I think we will. Yeah. And Jed, I put this one specifically in the toy news for you.
Ooh.
So not specifically for you, but it's just kind of a callback. It's a callback to an old episode. So Fans Hobby's doing a trench coat for their Night Beat.
Yeah. I saw.
Yeah. And I saw a couple, at least on my page anyway, somebody in the comments was like, yo man, somebody got to do lab coats.
Yeah.
Like this thing is ridiculous. This trench coat is ridiculous, but like it looks as good as it's gonna look. It really does.
There's something from the comics.
Yeah, there was
Just that cover that.
No, there was a story arc in Marvel Comics, and I think it might have been carried over to the UK as well. The Matrix Quest, and it was definitely like, you know, old timey like Dick Tracy type of story in that miniseries that involved Nightbeat. Yeah,
it looks cool. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that he would be wearing a trench coat unless he's like cold.
He's in disguise.
And I agree with Josh, by the way. Josh said he needs a fedora, and I said, yeah, I completely agree.
I bet that 100% you can probably find one on eBay or Etsy or something like that.
Right? Crazy.
For the doll aisle.
The last piece of toy news I got is Blitzwave Voltron. Have you guys seen Blitzwave Voltron?
I did.
Yeah.
I considered getting it.
So did
Then
I.
I saw it's only 15 inches tall, and I was like,
Right.
I can't. They need 6 more inches, and then I'll pay that price.
Yeah, you know what? I am 110% in agreement with you. I think it looks fucking amazing, but I want it to be bigger too. You have the same opinion as me? Like you want it to be that Toy World Devastator height?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I know that Voltron would just be towering over any of the combiners, but I still want them to just be that combiner height. Like in order for my OCD brain to accept it as part of my MP collection, that's the size that it would have to be.
Right.
Or pretty damn close, you know?
It is nice though. It comes with everything that you want, like all the swords, the spinning blade, everything. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it totally does, man.
And the little minifigures too. $700.
Yeah, and the minifigures. Yeah, you're right.
700.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, $700.
Crazy.
So good. And it is just the OG Voltron to its core, man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it breaks down to like 140 a line, but if it was MP size, then okay, if it's scaled up, but it's not. It's more chug, I guess you could call it.
Yeah,
right in between.
I mean, it's in an MP. It's in an MP style because it's completely, it's completely OG, but it's definitely more, I would say, a chug scale.
Right.
Even though the scale for Voltron's way off anyway, but yeah, definitely. Oh man, he looks so good. He has a waist swivel, which the Toy Nami one doesn't have. He's got double jointed. Well, the Toy Nami one's got double jointed knees too, but he's got it looks like an ab crunch, doesn't it? A little bit of an ab crunch, brother Kyle.
Yeah.
Like, man, just looks articulated as fuck. What about the elbows? Like, looking through the pictures, I can't see if it has no, they don't show too many of the.
The lines look superposable.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, he just looks really good. It looks like he might only have 90 degree elbows, but I'm all right with that in this kind of in a combiner. But yeah, fucking A, man. And you know what? It's not even about the price. I mean, like, of course, $700 is a lot, but like that's basically what you're paying for an MP scale combiner these days at the least anymore. So it's like that. It's an acceptable price, but like Jed said, man, I would just want it to be that MP scale. That's going to be hard to stay away from. That's pretty nice, man. That'd be one of those ones if I saw it on that, like for some reason people were getting rid of them and you get a couple bucks off it, man. You'd think about it, but
I would still really like an MP like scaled one from the new show.
From the new show, I'm sure that would probably sell too. We'll see him one day. It's the Nate Armstrong rule. Take your vitamins and exercise, and you will someday be around long enough to see the toys that you want. That's all I got for toy news. There was G.I. Joe's going back for pre-order on Jesus Christ, Jerry. Just pulled the headphones right off my head. G.I. Joe's going up for pre-order. I saw Gort put it in the chat earlier. Is the Baroness and the Viper, and I actually got in there and got a Viper. And Vanessa also got a Viper and a Baroness for herself. But I don't know. It's all going to depend on if they actually come through, because I hear a lot of people saying that Target cancels their pre-order sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I have toy news.
Yes, hit us.
So there was I'm gonna put images in the chat. So Flames Toys showed that they have a Jazz on their way.
Yeah,
Those are the non-transforming ones, right?
Right.
he's bottom heavy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know they go for like a real heavy like anime style, I guess, but he's a little he's a little bottom heavy for my taste.
So
I mean, it looks really well done, but I don't know.
Yeah, it looks
Like-
cool though.
It does look
I
cool. You know
usually,
what? It's optical illusion, Jed. Like for me, when I look at it, I see how his right leg, the one on our left, is turned out a little more than the one on the right, and the right one, there's that space behind it that it makes it look like the legs are actually bigger than they are. So I'm sure.
No,
they
he
both
looks like he's
turned
got
in.
elephantitis, dude.
Well, he does look like yeah, he's got some big legs on him. I'm just trying to make excuses for him. Yeah, you're right.
I don't. So like I said, like all these pictures that I got were from that toy show, but just wanted to throw this one up here real quick. They had a picture of Unicron on display in the case that looked really cool.
Mhm.
Notice the stand. Anyway, moving on. So there's also
Is this stand on?
yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Pussies.
I don't know how. I don't. Yeah, you got the case. Could have fell into the glass, right?
Yeah.
Would have fell
Was it
over
going
completely.
nowhere? See, like, and the funny thing is, like, that pose that they got him in, and no bullshit, like, that pose they got him in, it'll stand like that all fucking day with no stand. I'm not even sure why. They probably just didn't, like, why put the stand elsewhere when they could just stick it in the case? I'm guessing that's probably did.
Maybe because the people walking around, probably the vibration of the floor would knock it over.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm being serious. Anyway, continuing on. I don't know if this is new or current or not, but that Yellow Park company, they're doing that Shockwave and that Bumblebee movie style.
Yeah, that's, I believe I saw that before, but
Okay. It was like in a prototype image. They have like Iron Man and a Thanos there. And they were doing a whole bunch of other Iron Men as well in the line.
yeah.
So I don't remember seeing the Shockwave. I may have been confusing it with like that purple potato or whatever the fuck that shit was called.
Nah, it was. Well, I think that oh man, you know, I get them all mixed up. Not the purple potato, it was the
Lemon
purple
tree.
potato was the G1 looking Skywarp that turned into the not the Nemesis, the Revenge. What was the one? They
Was it
also named their shit after
3-0.
Lemon,
not 3-0.
lemon tree.
Oh, lemon tree.
Lemon tree.
Purple potato, right?
Oh yeah, that was probably yeah. They were doing a movie Soundwave, Blueberry they called them or some shit.
Okay.
We might have saw a render. I've never seen it in prototype form yet. I think the last what I saw was a render.
Okay.
It looks weird,
So
like
it's-
slouching like that.
This one, this is kind of unique because I don't remember ever hearing about it, and I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything about it before. But there's this Action Toys, and it's called Ultimetals or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So like,
yeah, that's like that
You
Ultra Magnus.
you heard about those?
that Optimus, yeah, they did an Optimus and a Ultra Magnus that was like it's like 18 inches tall and it's like $1,000 and shit. And you could piece it's basically like a skeleton and you piece the armor onto them and shit, which is probably how they're doing this Hot Rod and Rodimus at the same time, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. So here's they're also doing a Galvatron.
I'll get the fuck out. How's the Galvatron look? I see it. Oh, they already got him. Like, yeah, he looks Galvatron-y. He looks cool. Yeah, he looks cool.
So you're saying these
Man.
things are like $1,000?
Yeah, that thing's like 18 inches tall or some shit, or 16 inches tall or whatever.
I
Yeah,
knew
like
they were pretty big.
$1,000.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah, the whole-
$1,000, crazy.
Yeah, the whole thing is like there's like a ton of die cast, and it's like a metal. If I remember correctly, a metal skeleton. Not even so much a skeleton, but just like imagine you just took the outer shell of a robot off, like had all his insides in there and shit, you know, almost
That's
like
cool.
you know when Unicron was scanning them, or right before he changed them over, and you see all the schematics.
Yeah.
It was like, if I remember correctly, that's
Okay.
what they look like inside.
Oop, forgot about this one too. There's this image as well. I think there's a matrix that comes with Rodimus. Let's see. So I know we talked about this a couple times, but here's the Storm collectibles that they showed. The new Mortal Kombat ones and the Gotcha Man Ken looks awesome.
Excited for that Kintaro.
I'm super excited for that Ken from Gotcha Man. That's gonna
he looks
awesome. And following that, there was these I don't think we haven't talked about at all. But
wait! Before you move on too quick, that Sub-Zero that they show there, that's just the regular number 1 Sub-Zero, right?
No, it's a new Sub-Zero.
Is it?
It's using the new Scorpion mold.
But he's got like that quilted fucking.
Yeah, no, they released an updated Mortal Kombat 2 Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
And that's the Sub-Zero using that new updated mold.
Gotcha. If they do a reptile, I could see possibly getting the rep, because I want to get everybody's like first appearance, wherever that might have been. You know, like they did Ermac and Rain and Noob Saibot all using the first game, the first one, the mold from the first one or whatever. But it's like, if they ever do them from 3, or actually, no, one of them was from 2, right? Was Smoke from 2?
Yeah, Smoke, Jade, and Noob Saibot.
And then Rain and Ermac, they were from 3.
Yeah.
So like I could see replacing mine. Like if they would ever do those, I would probably sell the old ones off and get everybody's like first appearance.
And that'll be how I start getting into collecting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Brother Kyle's a valuable friend to have, because not only is he a nice guy, but sometimes he saves me the trouble having to eBay shit. Jed, I'm throwing something in the chat for you that ultimate metal or whatever. There's the Ultra Magnus. That's without his armor, but without the Ultra Magnus armor, but obviously cool. Like you can see like the insides of them and shit. So that's probably
that looks awesome.
That Rodimus will be done the same way, I'm sure.
Cool.
Anyways, going back to your picks.
Yeah, Storm collectibles. I didn't know they did a king. That looks kind of cool. Did he come out already, or that's new? That looks neat. I'm not gonna buy it or anything, but really cool. It looks really good. And
King from Tekken. Yeah, that's dope, man.
And Lev, you never mentioned that Orochi is they had a figure for him coming out too for King of Fighters 98.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew about that. I forgot to mention it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really cool, especially with the effects, man. Whew, that looks awesome. So that was
Storm never skimps on effects. Like they always get. Dude, the Motaro is coming with a skeleton, and I thought the skeleton was just like a piece of plastic that was just shaped like a fucking bloody skeleton. But here, the skeleton is like completely and totally articulated.
Yeah,
like cool. It'll stand there. Like it has ankles and knees and elbows and waist swivel and like the whole fucking everything a regular figure would have. It's got, and then it even has replacement hands and shit.
Yeah, it's a repaint of their skeletons from their Golden Axe line.
Okay. Well, it's very cool. It's like, I mean, just going along with what I said about, they don't. Storm is like X-Transbots in that way. Like they send fucking everything that a figure ever could have possibly had, which is nice. I like that approach.
So there's a better look at Thundercracker, his colors in the new MP.
Yeah.
And what was this one? I think this is SH Figuarts and Kyle Levy. I remember seeing all these characters, but you correct me if I'm wrong, if like what's new here and what's not. But I think that Iron Man is this guy here, which is new. And I don't remember there being is there that Hulk new too?
That Hulk they did a new one, the first Avengers movie. I can't really see the face. I think they did like I have those Endgame ones, and I think they did like they're called like 5 final battle versions or something.
That Iron Man looks new. I'm not familiar with that one.
It's like an effect thing or something like that. It has like extra action weapon effects or something on it.
Yeah.
It's like the nanotech pieces or something.
Right.
Yeah, I think those
That's
are
it.
just
That's all I got for my toy news. Oh, and the second what's it called? something Moon. No, that's not right. That's the Raiden. What's the aerial bot one? The Dream
Studio or Dream Toys.
Dream Toys. Yeah, they showed the
sling shoot. And what was the second one? Yeah, I did see that second one. I forgot about it though.
I can't remember which plane that was, but it looks cool too. So when that goes up, I'll pre-order that. Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad because I that's exactly what I was thinking, Jed. I'm like, man, this is awesome. I love it. I'm definitely not going to buy it, but I'm hoping that somebody I know buys it so I can like see it up close in person. So that's cool.
I pre-ordered the Sling Shoot one, the first one. I have a weird feeling that this is Kang Toys, the same people. So
the Superion, as the same as Kang Toys. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah.
So, and I was just reading about like all the die-cast and the joints and everything and how it's designed. It sounds like it's going to be like just as solid, if not more than like, the Kang Toys Predacons that came out. So yeah, it looks really neat. I so when I remember seeing it before, I was like, maybe I'll get it or not. But yeah, it looks. I really like the individual bots and the planes. So we'll see how it all pans out eventually. But it looks cool.
Yeah, agreed.
I saw that video.
What's that, man?
That Mike has a video from the Dame Shop wall. It's just new age. Eric sent it to me earlier today. Actually, it's them. He just transforms the trailer and looks pretty cool though. Storm Collectibles is doing a Morgan from Darkstalkers.
That looks pretty good.
Which I never played, but I used to use her a lot when I played Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah,
3. I think she was in 3.
I remember Darkstalkers being kind of a fun game to play.
That was a real fun game.
Vampires and stuff, weren't they?
Yeah, they were all like monsters.
I just always thought she looked cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably won't get the Morgan, but if they come out with Talbane,
that was
Lord
a werewolf,
Raptor,
right?
Zabel, what's that?
That was the werewolf, right?
Yeah, John Talbane's a werewolf. Zabel or Lord Raptor is the zombie punk rocker.
Yeah. What was the Frankenstein's name?
Victor,
that's right.
Yeah, Shenko is the third one that I would probably pick up. Well, I don't know if they did Bishamon too. I had to get Bishamon. Yeah, that game was a lot of fun. They Capcom really went wild with that when they came up with ideas for that game, because like there's like super moves in that game where Sasquatch, the big furry guy, he'll grab you and turn you into a dog sled and just race around the screen with you.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
The zombie can turn you into a basketball and slam dunk you. The supers are just wild and crazy. It's a real fun game.
That was a great old manism right there. Levy just described something as wild and crazy.
Yeah, I know. I realized as soon as I said it, I just like don't call attention to it. Maybe nobody will notice.
You know me too well, Levy.
It was wild and crazy.
It was wild. Yeah. Happy Harvey.
Happy Harvey says it was wild and crazy.
It was wild and crazy. Oh my God! It's 11:45. Time to go to bed. So what's up? Are we moving on? Are we moving on to the? You want to move on to Q&A?
Yeah. Plus, Kyle has more.
Yeah, the Mafex put out a image of their Huntress from Hush, which I'm really excited about. I think it'd be cool if she came with a bike, though.
Did we talk about this last time? I thought we did.
Maybe. I didn't finish the last show completely.
Oh. Because didn't I mention the Black Suit Spider-Man last time, Jed?
You did. Yes.
Or was that on D&D night?
I think it was during the show.
Okay. We'll have to check the tape.
Well, sorry.
Well, no, because like if we didn't, if I was just imagining it or remember or actually said it, on D&D night, then yeah, definitely would like to talk about the Mafex reveals. But I think I did talk about them last time.
Yeah, because you're talking about the Superman Eradicator.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I saw the picture in the chat earlier. So yeah, you probably did.
I don't see any questions, but I don't see all the shares either, though. So I don't know if there's any or not.
Levy, you're
Yep,
the one in charge of that.
Yep, I'm looking. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't see any questions.
Oh, good.
Yeah, man. Look at that. We're still going to get out of here before 12. Awesome work,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
We started like an hour late.
Yeah. I'm glad we were actually able to get in. I thought for a minute there, I thought we were going to have to just reschedule, but shit got it figured out.
Yeah. Power through.
Yep. Brother Kyle, thanks for guest starring once again.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on, as always.
You got anything you want to say in closing, or
Not really.
Jed? Do you have anything in closing?
No, not really.
Levy,
What's up?
you have anything in closing?
I'm really high right now.
Should get it on a t-shirt.
Yep. And on that note,
Yeah. Wait.
enough's enough. Oh,
Wait. I got something
God
to say.
damn it. God damn it. God.
Blood of Jesus.
Blood of Jesus.
That's going to be the title, I hope.
The blood of
Blood
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a
Blood
good
of Jesus.
Blood Jesus. Blood Jesus.
Blood Jesus.
But do it like
You have to make
Die Hard. The third, was it the second or the third Die Hard, where he was like, "Hey Zeus," but spell it like Hey, Zeus. You do whatever you want. I don't give a rat's ass.
put one of those little like hyphen marks on the E.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to say blood Jesus.
Yeah.
And then put umlaut on the U. Oh, it's an umlaut, by the way. Were you guys talking about that last episode? Umlauts.
Mhm.
Those are the little dots. You know what? It's funny. Real quick, I got one thing in closing. This is only the second show I've been on in like the last 5 or 6 or whatever. So I was basically in the role of listener there for a couple episodes, and now I understand the fucking frustration of people when they listen to us, because you guys are trying to like figure shit out that I knew, and I was like yelling at my fucking phone. Like that you were trying to figure out what that the fans hobby, like the red and orange Optimus Prime was. Somebody eventually came up with it, the fire guts or whatever, but the painful like 2 or 3 minutes while people were trying to Google it or look it up I was yelling at the fucking phone like, dude. Funny. Anyways, so I was listening to you guys, those shows. So you guys took up a nice fucking 4-hour chunk of my Monday mornings.
Oh, you heard all that shit I was talking about, yeah?
Yeah. I'm like, man, that was the part that was really driving me on this, because he's like, Mike's not here because the Unicron wouldn't stand up. and then I get real. I was getting mad because I look and I'm like, dude, it's Monday and I'm not going to be on the show for another fucking 13 days. I got to sit on that fucking soundbite now until I can get in there and yell at him. Yeah. But anyway, all right. Well, it was good hanging out with you guys again finally. So hopefully I'm back in the swing of things and here for good for now until the next fucking gig where I got to go play Sweet Home Alabama. But outside of that, I'm back. So that's good. Anyways, enough's enough. We're out.